For this next lesson, I want to talk about how to find a missing coordinate. So this is our basic equation that we've already been working with. Right? Slope equals y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Very simple, right? Now what we got to do here is sometimes they're not, instead of trying to find slope, they're going to give us slope. And they're going to give us a missing coordinate. So that would be like if they gave us if they gave us this information. Oh, let's get a pen. They give us this information. They say we have a point at 3, 5 and a point at x comma 9, and our slope is 4 over 5. So they gave us that information. Now using that information, we got to plug it back in to try to find that last point, because they don't tell us what that last x is, so we got to figure out what that is. That being said, let's take all this information and let's plug it in. My slope is my n, right? So my new equation is going to be 4 over 5 equals, I'm going to leave my black bracket, and then I can label my points. This is y, let's call this y2, y1. Let's call this x2, x1, just to be that type of guy. Okay? Now let's just start plugging stuff in. My x2 is 3, my x1 is x, obviously. My y2 is 5, my y1 is 9. Cool? And now we can take this equation right here and we can simplify and solve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify this side if I can, right? We can't put 3 and negative x, we can't put 3 minus x together, but we can put 5 minus 9 together. So what I'm going to do with that information is that I'm going to simplify this. I'm going to bring it down. What is 5 minus 9? That's right, negative 4. And then we have this, right? So now we have 4 over 5 equals negative 4 over 3 minus x. Now, even though I haven't talked about how to go over this, we're going to talk about it now. This is called the proportions, right? Which, how to solve a variable in a proportions is we got to do something called cross multiply. We have to multiply these guys together and then these guys together and set them equal to each other. So I'm going to move this over and I'm going to write 5 times negative 4, or negative 4 times 5 equals my other side, 4 times 3 minus x, because it's 4 times the quantity that's down here. And now we can just simplify that. What is negative 4 times 5? Negative 20 equals, and then on the other side, 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times negative x is negative 4x. Now what we got here, I'm just going to move this page up so we can see it better. What we got here is a 2-step equation, don't we? This right here is a 2-step equation. How do we solve this? Well, we already got an x and we have 2 constants. So why don't we move this guy over here? Minus 12, minus 12. Those guys cancel. So we get negative 32 equals negative 4x. And then we do what? Then we divide by negative 4. Divide by negative 4. And this is going to give us our x all by himself. X equals, well, negative divided by negative makes these both positive. And 32 divided by 4 is 8. Our missing coordinate is 8. And that's it. That's all we got to do. And if you want to check that, I know it's kind of sloppy now, but we'll do more examples. If we want to check that, what we can do is we can plug this number back in right here, back in here to see if it gives us the right answer. Or we can plug it back into this equation right here. I think that's a better answer. Plug it in right here. Sorry for the sloppy lines, right? So I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to say, hey, so my numerator stays the same. My denominator changes to that. Well, 5 minus 9 is negative 4. 3 minus 8 is negative 5. So my new slope, or my real slope, is 4 over 5. Is that what they gave us at the beginning? So my slope is supposed to equal what it is. What's up? I know that's a little sloppy, but let's do another example. Let's clear this out. So what if they say that our slope, equals, let's do 3 over 4 Now let's do 3 over 4. Our slope is 3 over 4. And our 2 points are, we don't know this y, and the other y is 12. And our x's are -3 and 5. Now let's go from there. Same idea. So I'm going to set up my basic equation. I know my slope goes right here. And then I fill in my other points. Well, as long as you keep consistent, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to do y minus 12. And I'm going to do 5 minus -3, right? This point's here, just upside down. And this point is here, just upside down. But now let's just try to simplify. Well, this right here turns into a big fat plus, right? Because you have a minus negative, turns into a big fat plus. So why don't we just rewrite this side as y minus 12 over, what's 5 plus 3? 8. And we leave the other side be. And now we can cross multiply and go. Pause if you want to try it on your own, but I'm about to explain it myself. So when I do this, I'll get 3 times 8 equals 4 parentheses y minus 12. So I'm going to get 24 equals 4y minus 48. And now that's a 2-step equation. We add 48, just to get that y all by himself. 72 equals 4y, and we'll get y equals 18. And you can check your answer if you want. I'm going to put one last example on the board, and let's see if you know how to do it, okay? How do I erase? Right there. Right there. Perfect. Last one. You're going to do this one on your own. Let's do -7 over 2. And my points are going to be let's make this 8 and -6. And then the bottom one's going to be 3. And then we'll find the last number. Let's get that in red, just keep consistency. Take a second to solve that, please. Great job solving it, if you did. Let's just set it up. This is my slope. -7 over 2 equals, I'll put my y's up top, 8 minus -6, x is down low, boom. This turned to a big fat plus. So now our new equation is going to be 14 over 3 minus x equals -7 over 2. And then we cross multiply, and solve. -7 times 3 minus x equals 2 times 14. This gets us -21 plus 7x equals 28. And then we just solve a 2-step equation. Add 21, add 21. We get 7x equals 49. Divide by 7, divide by 7. We get x equals 7. There we go. Nice, simple, and easy. Thank you for paying attention, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye-bye.